Welcome to another exciting episode on Entertainment Extra on Metro TV social handles. It's your girl Nanaya Stonebwoy, and this week on Entertainment Review was revealing, insightful and exciting on the table of life. And in case you missed any episode, any of the working days, do not worry. I'm here to give you the highlights, the recap, and extra juice and extra more on Entertainment Extra, because that is what we do best. Now, some of the top stories that made it on the table of life that I get to share with you is the fact that the gospel industry has evolved, social media helping in movie marketing. Also, there were some unapologetic tears that were flowing with regards to the JWR, and also someone hinting that he might be retiring from professional music. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about, anyways, when I get there, I'm going to give you all the highlights. So stay tuned for more. Okay, so on to our first story. Let's start with gospel, because in everything we put Jehovah God first. Amen. Now, Emmanuel Obin Opoku, popularly known in the gospel space as Adom Kiki, has made some interesting revelation that has to do with promoting gospel music in the gospel music industry. Now, gone were the days where musicians would love to just tap into traditional media and just promote their music, but then now things have evolved. In this international diffy world, not a local diffy world, you have to do things the technological way. So according to him, you have to get the right tools, you have to get to know the right people, do the right thing at the right time in order to promote your music. If you are to just stick to the usual or the old norm, it is not going to get you anywhere. This is what Adom Kiki had to say.
I've learned great lessons, and I've had feedbacks that has really put me on my toes. You know, it's all about getting the right tools, knowing where to promote, knowing when to promote, and the do's and the don'ts. You know, now we live in a world where social media is really doing a lot. So one of the things that I've done over the past months that has really yielded great results for me is to get more vibrant on social media. And I realized that by doing so, a lot of people are engaging me. You know, I've had lots of fans through social media. I've had lots of mileage through social media, and it's been good. It's been good. And even with radio, with a traditional medium, it's good. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's good when you know how to blend the two. Yeah. The traditional medium being the radio, and then the social media. Yeah. So you don't just get up and throw the traditional medium away. Yeah. That is a radio, but it's all about you knowing how to blend the two to get a great results.
So there you heard it from the man himself, Adom Kiki, touching on the fact that the industry has evolved. So you are a gospel musician and you are still standing in front of flat screen or green grass doing your music video. I beg you, this is a time that you have to change. You up your music video, and then you up the way you promote your music videos in the Ghanaian terrain. Yes. Away from that, let's touch on, okay, let's go to the club. Not necessarily a club, but let's go to an electrifying performance. My very own favorite dancehall, reggae dancehall artist, Stonebwoy, did his thing at the Summer Jam Festival, Germany's biggest festivity that has been happening in recent time. And this year, Stonebwoy made his third appearance. He was there, he made his first debut in 2018, followed by 2022, where he was the headline artist. Now, Stonebwoy was there to thrill the fans with some good music. You and I know that when Stonebwoy steps on the stage, a lot of things will happen. He performed some of the biggest hit songs that he's had to have. Hero to Ranam to People Day to Apotek, and the brand new one. I mean, he performed more songs, but the one that actually captivated people was the Bob Marley rendition that he did, and it was so spectacular. Now, he did a new one that is all about your body, which is actually for Dr. Louisa. You know who Dr. Louisa is, the wife. Yeah, so this is what Stonebwoy did. Just take a look at some highlights.
What to know? Because me do me work. soca. We rock at the liquid. What now? Well then, down in a summer jam, them a dance the goalie keeper. As on to in a summer jam, mixed with Al Qaeda. Beam nation to the world, me a it. Me just up every road, everybody know. All of the rest of the music.
Tell me where you gonna run
Me don't know so far away from Ghana.
Hey, pizza,
Think about the Ghana people,
Tell me
that's
where
what I know.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
He go, tell me where we gonna run from. After making our motherland a better place to live.
Tell me where we gonna run from.
When them say we have to pay for the
Okay, I'm sure aware that maybe they might not really appreciate some of the songs that Stonebwoy has done over the years, but then you could see that the crowd was actually moved. When we talk about artists moving away from Ghana, internationally making a mark for themselves, we can see what Stonebwoy is actually doing, and it was spectacular. Now, away from that, let's come back to Ghana. This new artist who is also doing reggae and dancehall, who goes by the name King Jr., also said something interesting on the table of life. Now, before I show you the video, oftentimes when we have conversations with artists, we always want to find out what makes them unique, what makes them stand out, which artists influence them, which artists are they looking up to in the music terrain. This guy had some interesting remarks to make. Not only did he say that he doesn't really look at how other artists in the space are flowing, he doesn't really have something that make him stand out or make him unique. And this is where I actually ask myself, every artist in the Ghanaian music scene has something different that is unique to them. I mean, you talk about Kiddy, you talk about Kelvin Boy. I mean, these artists do something that distinguish them from others. Even in the reggae and dancehall terrain, Stonebwoy does his thing, Shatta Wale does his thing best, Samini, Episode, all these artists do something amazing for themselves. So on the table of life, he was actually later on telling us that he does good in certain terrain, but then when it comes to actually knowing the people that he's in the space with, he really doesn't pay attention to others. Well, that's interesting, but then let's take a look at what King Jr. said.
I don't know because I'm not really following them. I'm not really following anyone actively, so I don't know what they are doing. But for me, I'm just being myself, you know. I'm just being myself. There are times where you hear people say, as a dancehall artist, you need to put up this character and rare. But, you know, I'm just being myself, the pastor that I want to be.
I know how Ghanaians will always say that, oh, they have their fan base, so they might feel like, oh, they're not going to give this guy an opportunity or anything. He's new in the industry, not like new, but then let's call a spade a spade. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He is in the music industry doing amazing things. You can even check out some of his music videos. But then he said what he said. He feels like, yeah, he's charting his own path in the music industry when it has to do with reggae and dancehall. Now, this matter, when I'm talking about it, like I'm so passionate and I get pissed off. Not like I get pissed off, but somebody has actually fraud the whole Ghana. So it affects me, it affects you. I mean, this week we spoke about the fact that Ghana's population is like 34,777,522. So if all these people are in Ghana and one person feels like he can get up and fraud us, I mean, we are supposed to be boiling. Our blood is supposed to be, you know what? Anyways, so now I'm not going to say Chef Smith. His name is Ebenezer Smith because the Association of Chefs have actually come out to say that guy, no, he hasn't registered. He's not a registered member. In fact, he just used their logo. And you can't say that you are using somebody's logo, so you are part of them. No. The Chef Association of Ghana has actually come out. Mr. Peter Abovi has actually said that he didn't register to be part of the Chefs Association. So he's noted as someone who's not part of the Chefs. Now, Ebenezer Smith did what he did. You and I know that he actually faked an attempt. According to him, he wrote nothing to Guinness World Record. They didn't approve of anything. Out of his own will, he decided to embark on this journey that you and I didn't send him. Bear in mind that if you embark on such a journey, it means that you are coming to defraud us. Because let's take our minds back. Efwa Asantuodu, when she wanted to embark on this, she wrote a letter to JWR, and then they approved that, oh, you can do so and so. She did it. She was unsuccessful. She's living peacefully. You also decided to embark on a journey like that. You didn't even write a letter. You were not confirmed. So how do you get up to tell a company, and that is the Ahmadiyya Shopping Center, that, oh, I've written to the Guinness World Record for ABCD. Now I'm embarking on this, so become my official sponsor. When you know, you know that you didn't even take that opportunity to even write for them to approve. So when I say that this guy actually planned and plots, I beg your pardon, Medical should forgive me. He has the Planning and Plotting album. Let me steal that and talk about this issue. You planned and you plotted, or you plotted and you planned to just come and defraud the whole Ghana. And after doing this and it was unsuccessful, you stage a press conference, invite media houses, my fellow media houses. That's all, their matter. I'll talk about it later. But then let's talk about this one. You staged a whole press conference in one of the prestigious hotels in Ghana. You had the microphone. You were saying certain things. You know, before you watch all the video, let me just bust your mind. He actually said and mentioned God's name when you know that you had defrauded us. So if it hadn't been the official sponsors, that was Ahmadiyya Limited, coming in to stop the event, nobody would have even realized that the certificate was fake. His videos, he didn't submit. The question is, how do you even submit a video when you were not approved? Who are you emailing it to? The question is, who are you emailing it to? So all this ended him in the police station. Now, after that, he granted an interview with one station in Ghana. Now, actually, let me say this. They were the first station to actually publish that the guy actually won. But anyway, that's out of the equation. Now, the guy was begging Ghanaians that we should forgive him. But I always say that Ghanaians and our beliefs, our norms and values always say that, oh, channel. But honestly speaking, let's call a spade a spade. Let's be honest. Let's be realistic. It's a pure fraudulent issue. And if the police want to take it up on this, they can. Now, let's take a look at his act. Well, I'll call it an act. His act where he was begging Ghanaians, he was tearing up, he was doing a lot of things. Even within all this space, it was recently drawn to our attention that he's actually sort of like a former pastor. But anyways, let's check out the video. And when we come up, we just wrap up on this particular conversation.
Sre Ghana for Sre Penny and in a bediachi. It's the former First Lady, Mrs. Lodina Mahama, Onini Kunu, Sre Ahmadiyya Shopping Center, Dr. Craig Nanaboro, David, Sre Assemblyman, Honorable Ibrahim Dauda, Honorable Rashid, Sre Ghana Fujina. Ghana fanai nyina ni yasi nyina Ghana chef associate obi bia odi ni nim de ebeta ekukato nachi esre Ghana pose umfame boni chame mafom kese ensese metina sibi mumpo mesre me fa boni che mafom o mani nyina I body can see I am fata think I'm meeting us bium and so it's will be a say who mopo.
Hey, this one, you know what? In the olden days, thunder would just strike, crack, crack, crack. Then things will happen. But let's move away from that story and talk about something interesting. Now, with the use of social media now, a tweet or a post or a viral video can make or break a movie. And with the advent of social media, actors, actresses get to actually tap into the social media, let's say, trends to actually promote their movies and also get the numbers or the audiences that they need. Now, actor James Gardner has made some revelations disclosing that social media in recent times has really helped. Gone were the days where traditional media actually dominated the movie space. When you release a movie, you have to go to a radio station or publish it in the news article to actually get to know about that story. But in recent times, social media is doing what the Lord has actually planned for people. And you could ask yourself that if social media didn't really come, what would they have done? But then James Gardner revealed that it has really helped not only filmmakers, it has helped actors or even skit makers or individuals that also want to embark on that particular journey. He made this revelation on Entertainment Review, and it was so interesting. Let's take a look.
Times have changed, to be honest. I remember back in the day, we used to even do newspapers. You know? You see like front page talking about premiere coming up, but it was mostly TV and radio. It was more radio than TV though, because I think it was more difficult getting like TV slots. But now there are like a lot of stations around, so we're spoiled for choice, right? So but it was very strict. Solely radio, TV, websites. Those you know the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, the popular ones. I don't want to start any.
You don't want us to call our commercial manager for you.
No. So, but now times have changed in the sense that I feel like now everyone's phone is like a mobile TV-ish because you don't necessarily have to be at home to catch a show on TV or whatsoever. Everything happens on the phone.
Grammy award-winning superstar American rapper Kanye West has hinted that he might be considering retiring from the music scene. It seems that all the buhahes that has to do with sexual harassment that came in the news this year has actually made him consider the fact that he might be ending his career as a rapper. And the question is he really going to do that? I mean, he has come out to say he wants to be the president of America. He tried it, it didn't work. Now saying that he wants to actually quit music. We don't know what he wants to do next. Let's take a look at this story and we'll be right back. Metro TV socials. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. My name is Danaya Tanwa Boache. Enjoy your weekend and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.